Today we're headed out. We're going to go and do antelope, finish our antelope hunt, hopefully. We didn't really have much of a antelope season to begin with, and then I just been concentrating on trying to do deer. And so we're going to head up and see if we can't get something on the ground. Beautiful week. It's going to be in the 60s, high 60s. All week. Looks like it's going to be fairly nice all week. So, really looking forward to being out there. I don't know what the numbers are going to be like. I don't know what they're going to be doing. I don't know. I've never hunted antelope this late in the season, so not real sure what to expect. It would be nice to be able to find a couple of goats out there by themselves without the girls, but I don't know. This late in the season, they may be all herded up, bundled up together, and we'll just have to see. We've had some pretty low cold snaps here in the last month or so, so I don't know how that affects them. I know last year, rifle season, they were all herded up in pretty good sized groups. So I did bring my saddle though, just in case. I'm thinking that if we can pattern these goats, say we got a herd out there in a mile section, we might be able to get some idea what water they're hitting. You know, if that area, they stay in that mile section, there's only maybe a couple of one or two windmills that they could be using. So they may come to water. We may get lucky. We may throw the tether up there in the windmill and try to get something done that way, but you know, we can hang off that windmill with the tether and the saddle. Something to look into there if the spot and stock is going to be about impossible with big groups. So anyway, yeah, we're just going to go out and try to fill our antelope tag for the year, and then as we're glassing for antelope, we're going to be also looking for mule deer for rifle, trying to get an idea of where we need to be for that. I think a rifle's going to be crazy this year. This whole year has been nuts with people out of state. Everywhere I've gone this year, it's just been crazy. You know, I don't mind seeing those guys from out of state, talking to them. But it just seems like this year's been crazy. I mean, just, you know, up there in the Panhandle where I hunt, normally when I'm up there, I don't really run into people. And I don't know if that's because I had traveled deeper into the area that I hunt. You know, I just didn't sit up right at the beginning of it all. I kind of went in and cruised around in there a little more this year than I normally do. That may have been a factor there, but I don't know. It just seemed like there was a ton of hunters out there. So good for Nebraska outdoors, and hopefully everybody respects our areas and takes care of them. But yeah, it just seemed like a lot of out-of-staters this year. Gonna kind of assume that it's gonna get busy. It's gonna be busy, and we're gonna kind of have a game plan this year if we're gonna get anything accomplished. So that's what we're doing this weekend. All right, well, we got the tent set up, we got the bow out, we got clothes on, and I just killed a hole in a sandbar at 60 yards. Dead center in that hole, dead center, 60 yards. So we're starting this trip off just right. We didn't lose the arrow, it didn't skip off and go into outer space. That makes me feel good. My bow's on. Extra arrows. Yes, sir, I learned my lesson. We have extra arrows this time, which probably means we won't need them. We're gonna go up on this high peak that I've been wanting to glass off of for a very long time and just never have gotten to it. So that's where we're headed, straight out here. I'm hoping to be able to see a lot of flat country on that other side, and maybe even pick up an antelope or two. Well, I can tell you one thing, that if we don't see anything up on this hill in the next 4 days, there's nothing to be seen. Because we are literally on top of the world over here. And we can see 4 miles. This is amazing up here. We got another ridge over here that we can go to on the other side and look down in this other valley. And then we can also go over one ridge and see a ton of land out that way too. So this whole hilltop is amazing. Well, we found our first antelope. I think all I've seen so far is a couple does, but I'm sure there's probably more in that group. Look like does. I don't know if I can get them on camera or not. They're out there. So far I counted 8 does in that group. I haven't seen any bucks. Good to see antelope, just antelope. I'm happy with that right now. So that's a good start on the first evening. We made it back to the tent. We're going to get some dinner made. We got some freeze-dried meals here. And we changed it up a little bit this year. We've got we ended up getting a generator, just a small generator. So we got our little coffee maker over there, and we got a heater in the back, which I don't think we're gonna need tonight. It's pretty nice out. Well, I'm kind of in a dilemma here. I've got an evergreen over there. And I'm pretty sure they walked down this fence line right here earlier today. I'm within probably 500 yards, 400 yards of them. We got a real low valley here, then a fence, and then we got a little drainage right here that we can get up. Single juniper out there in the middle, right on top of that hill. I want to get behind that juniper and look in there. That would put me like right on top of them, like within 100 yards. I'm not sure I want to bust them yet. We still got 3 days. Man, I just don't know what to do here. All right, I gotta think this out. I don't know why, but my nose decided to bleed. Remember how all the kids made fun of you in grade school when you had to put cotton in your nose, keep your nose from bleeding? He's got a bloody nose. He's got a bloody nose. Duh. I think we got to stop. They're still there because there's a young one up there on the hill. And he would be moving with them if they were on the move. So I know they're still down there grazing around. worried about it. I think we can catch him coming and going again somewhere. Man, he just wasn't laying there looking up that hill. They cover every angle. Every angle. You've got to be checking your side views, checking the in-betweens, checking out in front of you on the horizon. What they'll do is they'll get out there and they'll stage up on the side of the hills, on the corners, and then everybody down in the middle will just kind of face different directions. Well, in actuality, that may have been a blessing in disguise. We may have split that group up even smaller. So, I'm not 100% sure, but I know half of them went one way and the other half was trying to catch up to them, but I think they were already running, keeping pace again above the others. Oh, man. What time is it? 2:50. So, well, we're now in our section where the truck's at. So I'm sure when they get over there, they'll see the truck. They may end up coming back through here. Not 100% sure of that, but there's a possibility of it. If anyone says that I don't put 100% effort into my hunts, come and do this with me. We are up on a windmill. See the windmill behind me? We're about 20 feet off the ground. And we're waiting for these antelope to come down off this hill. Come get a drink tonight. So we got our bow sitting up here, and there's the tank. It should come off that hill over there, actually up and moving, I think. So they were sitting watching this tank all day. I feel fairly safe this evening. And I'm going to bank on them coming in. If not, definitely tomorrow. We will be right back up here in the morning and trying to do the same thing. The only problem I've got is I'm not real comfortable with my rope being on that angle iron. What's that sharp corner? Well, they aren't sharp, but they're, you know what I mean, like a 90-degree bend. But hopefully they'll be all right. Hopefully we won't have to do this again tomorrow. If they come in tonight, they should just come in a single file line right down to the water, because that's all they're going to look for, is water. And they'll probably try to bed here, but hopefully we're going to take that big buck out of that group. We came in really light. Hopefully we go out really heavy. just came down that little draw right there, everything would have been perfect. Cutting across the top here. Cutting across the top here, and they winded me because the wind's coming out of the south. So they were cutting my wind, and they just took off towards camp. Yeah, you can tell, man, she really knew that they were supposed to come from that direction. Something's not right when the rest of the group doesn't show up. She's not sticking around. She knows the rest of that group should have came in from that direction and they didn't. Try stalking them. They busted me big time down in this one. I'm gonna start backing. Well, if you can see my eye, I don't know if you can or not. There. It's all swollen again. Tell you what, I have a bad time out here sometimes with, I don't know if it's bugs, poisonous stuff, weeds, allergies, I don't know, but this is the second time this year I've had my eye swell up on me. So, I really wish I could figure out what it is so I could stay away from it or not do it. But, anyway, we headed out this morning. I wasn't really feeling the best anyway. I didn't have much energy, didn't sleep very well, itching like crazy, so I'm sure that whatever it is, it's all over my body. And I just had like sweat drop into my eye and go nuts on my eye, but we decided to come out this morning anyway and give it another chance. And even not feeling good, but we started out this little valley on the other side of this. I was walking on the top here like I always do every morning, and I had bumped those antelope last night when they winded me. They came over to this side, and I just figured, every time I get back to my truck, I start up the generator and turn my lights on and all that, and I figured, well, there's no way they're still down in here. And they were in that valley just below, or on the other side of that hill. And when I walked up, going in this morning to go do some glassing, we ended up bumping them, and they took off way south. So past the Windmill and over to the other area. And if it wasn't for my eye and stuff, I would probably have gone after them. But if both eyes start swelling, I'm in trouble. I won't be able to see. So I'm just going to cut my losses today, live to fight another day. I guess they had enough of me this time and decided to go a little bit further out. So, but we learned quite a bit on this trip about this area. It's a really good stockable area for singles and doubles. You know, if you got a buck with 2 or 3 does, you could easily get in a stock and get on one, but not when you got 20 eyes, 20 sets of eyes. There's a snowball chance in hell you're gonna get in close enough to stock. We did, what was it, yesterday? No, the day before. The day before we got in and we were right on top of them, about 100 yards. And man, if that buck would have been with those does in that little group off the side, he'd been dead. Because they were only like 60 yards away from me, and just feeding with their butts towards me. So that would have been the opportune spot. But luck being, he was down in the bottom, just laying down with another little buck, and I saw the little buck, and then I got up to glass him, or range him, and the big buck was sitting a little bit closer to me, looking right my direction. So he got me, and they bolted. But he's a nice buck. He is limping. He's wounded. I don't know if it's from fighting. I don't know if he's been shot. But I'm sure after that long run there, he'll be ready to lay down and rest again. But I just don't have it in me right now. My eyes. I haven't. I've been eating Benadryls like they're Tic Tacs, so I'm not really feeling it. Anyway, so we will see you again, God willing, on our rifle hunt coming up. And as always, everyone stay safe out there in your hunts. And hopefully everybody's having a good year so far. I know it's been a crazy year, that's for dang sure, but it's almost behind us. Hopefully 2021 will get better. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you in a week or so here on Public's Eye Outdoors. Stay safe in your hunts.